is this thing on. So as you know, I collect Blu-rays, and I thought I would show you some of the newest ones I bought in the collection. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm doing face cam, and it's on my new phone, so it looks fucking dope. Cinematic mode, baby, we gotta love it. So these are purchases I got in the last month or two. I have sort of amassed these through like birthday gifts, etc. Because yes, I turned 22 this month, and a couple of these are for my 22nd birthday. But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. The first one I want to show is Chunking Express. This is the beautiful Criterion. For some reason it's not focusing on it. But yeah, Chunking Express, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, it's Wonka Wai. I had to get it. It's the 4K Criterion. What's not to love, right? It's got 4K digital restoration with 5.1 DTS sound, which is standard, bog standard shit, to be honest. But it comes with an interview from like the cinematographer, etc. On the inside, you've got 2 discs, and you've also got a lovely little booklet there. It did set me back 30 schmackaroonies, but you know what? That's fine. 30 wobble, 2 pennies for one of the best movies of all time. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Next up is my latest buy, and that is Honora on Criterion. Sean Baker is one of my favorite directors, and Honora, if you know already, was in my top like 3 of last year. It is technically my favorite film of 2024, if you don't count The Brutalist, which we will get to. Hint. But yeah, this is a gorgeous set. It is huge, by the way. It's fucking girthy. Like, look how girthy it is. It's very thick. And this is one of those rare ones which comes with 3 discs. I don't think I've ever seen a Criterion come with 3 discs before. And if you're wondering where the other disc is, it's in my Blu-ray player, because I watched it this week. Well worth the 30. I hope that Florida Project comes on Criterion, or Red Rocket. Just, I want to see other Sean Baker films on Criterion. I know that I've got Takeout, and I know that Prince of Broadway is on Criterion now, but I want some of the more modern films to be on it. But yeah, that is Honora on Criterion. Love it. Before my birthday, because I'm an impatient bastard, I decided to buy The Substance. Coralie Farjar is one of the more visceral filmmakers working today. She is working on levels that other directors just don't. And The Substance, which is her like magnum opus, is like incredible. And it's weird to call it a magnum opus, considering that the film, like, it's her second film, so calling it that is a little bit hyperbolic at the minute. But yeah, it's the 4K. It is a lovely edition. I love Mubi, and yeah, we got a fuck ton of Mubi films here. But as with all movies, they come with art cards, and it also comes with the 2 discs. This is the 4K, by the way. I haven't tested out the picture quality yet. I might do it tomorrow, but let's see what I'm doing, I guess. But yeah, that is The Substance. Now, this one was for my birthday. This was a gift from my lovely Nana. Love you. She's not watching this, for the fun. But she bought me Perfect Days by Wim Wenders, and this is the lovely 4K box set with art cards. It also comes with a booklet talking about the film, and it's the 4K, and I have tested out the 4K, and yes, it is a lovely picture. The thing what I love about Perfect Days is how relaxing it is and how mundane it is, because it talks about how discovering things around you, even at a ripe old age, is very important. One of the most meditating films I've ever seen. So yeah, that is Perfect Days. I'm gonna leave the movie films to last, so we're gonna talk about Nosferatu. You know, I had to get this release date. It's fucking Nosferatu. Like, well, if I was to get this at another point, that will kind of be ridiculous, because yeah, it's Nosferatu. I remember taking my dad to go see this, and he hated it. If you want to check out his letterboxd, by the way, my dad's letterboxd, if you even want to, it is linked in the description. It is very funny. Drop him a follow. But yeah, the picture quality of this is gorgeous, and yeah, it's Robert Eggers. There's the 4K disc there, and then there's the Blu-ray, which is upside down. I think what makes Robert Eggers stand out to me is his atmosphere and how he builds it, because he's one of those people who actually builds an atmosphere not just off of the sound and the visuals, but rather the story itself. And Nosferatu is a very gothic story, and he tells it in the best way, and yeah, I just love everything this fucking guy does. I'm so excited for his werewolf film. Yeah, that's gonna be sick. So yeah, that is Nosferatu. You know, I hinted this earlier, The Brutalist. I initially wasn't gonna buy it yet. I was actually gonna wait, because I wanted to hear what the video quality was like, but I didn't give a shit because it's The Brutalist. It is my favourite film of the year so far. The story of immigration and the American dream piled into a 3.5 hour film. If you haven't heard my review for it, go check it on the channel. It is out. I've yapped about this film so many fucking times in the last like few months, but yeah, that is The Brutalist. Yeah, it's lovely. I'm just glad they released it. Even if they just released a Blu-ray, I'd still buy it. But a 4K? A 4K? Okay, now we get on to the movie film. So there was a movie sale, and they're like 2 for 15 quid. I've got a bunch already. I will be doing a video about my movie collection. But the first one which wasn't in the sale, which was a new release, was Bird by Andrea Arnold. Bird is one of those films which has a visual look to it and a visual flair which you just don't get very often, because Andrea Arnold goes to these very vulnerable places, especially in England, and she just films, she just shoots it. She doesn't give a shit about how the feeling is supposed to be, she just records it in the best way. And Bird is shot by Robbie Ryan, who shot The Favourite and Poor Things, and you can fucking tell it's gorgeous. But yeah, there is Bird. Barry Keoghan as well, and Franz Rogowski, so good in this one, like they're crazy good. And Nikia Adams, she's great. And it comes with art cards as well, which I will do, and the Blu-ray disc right there. Don't know how many times I can stomach it, because yes, it is rough, but if you give it time, it is definitely worth the watch. So yeah, that is Bird. Now we get onto the movie sale, and I think I bought 6 titles. I might have bought no, I had to think for a sec. I bought 6 titles. There's a couple I might pick up this week. There's Of Body and Soul, and there's also Beginning. But the first one is another Andrea Arnold film, and that is Cow. Very disturbing film. I don't know how many times I can watch it, because it is about the end of life of a cow, especially in farming. And if you understand how they treat animals and the animal cruelty message behind it all, it is extremely sad. And just looking at this cow on the front, it just breaks my heart, man. These ones don't come with art cards, but I don't think they need to. But yeah, that is Cow by Andrea Arnold. I don't know when I'll be rewatching it, but I definitely will be rewatching it at some point. Then we got one of the ones which I wanted to get the most, and that is Jean-Luc Godard's The Image Book. I've heard that it's basically a collective of images of past films and also sort of future films in a way. And I believe it was Godard's last project, so I had to kind of check it out. And it's only 85 minutes long, so yeah, that is The Image Book. Another one which is a blind buy, which I've been wanting to watch for a while, is New Order from Michel Franco. I think I've only seen one Michel Franco film, and it was Memory, starring Jessica Chastain and Peter Sarsgaard, which I thought was pretty good. That was solid, but I've heard very bad things about this, mainly because of the fact that it deals with Mexican politics, which, yeah, I know nothing about. It's something which I think is pretty important. So yeah, that's New Order. It is 86 minutes long. Barely even 90 minutes, which is fine. But New Order. This is one of the ones which I've been wanting to watch in the collection. I've still got a couple to watch which I've bought last time, but this is definitely one of the first ones I'm going to watch. And that is Kelly Reichardt's First Cow. First Cow. Funny. This one is on the longer side of Kelly Reichardt's filmography. It is over 2 hours long, which I think might be a struggle for me, only because Kelly Reichardt's films are extremely slow moving and they don't really have that good of a pace to them. And that's not me being a negative Nelly or anything, I'm just saying that Kelly Reichardt films definitely have a feel to them. I love Wendy and Lucy. I also like Showing Up a lot. Showing Up was great. That was one of my favourite films of, I think, 2022, 2023. And First Cow stars John Magaro, and I've heard it's great. So yeah, that is First Cow. Second to last, we've got PJ Harvey in A Dog Called Money. It's a documentary about the making of one of her albums, specifically her travelling abroad for it. I haven't really heard many PJ Harvey songs or albums. I can't even name a single fucking song. So watching this is going to be very insightful. I also think my dad will like it because he loves music. So yeah, that is A Dog Called Money. And then the last film here is the one which I've been wanting to buy for a long ass time, by the way, and it's finally been re-released, and that is Beanpole. You're probably thinking, what in the fuck is Beanpole? Well, I don't even know, and I've seen it. I kid. It is a very disturbing film set in 1945 Leningrad. World War II, and it kind of deals with the implications of PTSD, specifically in women around that time. And yes, it is very disturbing, like very fucking disturbing. It's not for the faint of heart, I give it that way. But Kentamir Balagov goes in positions of which I don't think other directors have done before, so to finally own it is great. So yes, that is Beanpole. And you know what, that is all of the pickups I bought recently. I don't know how often I'll be doing videos like this, to be honest, because I like talking about the films themselves rather than the discs. But I do want to kind of do a couple. I want to do a 4K collection. I want to do my movie collection, if you guys want to see that. Criterion would be a great one. Depends on how much time I've got, because I am a very, very busy lad at the minute. But yes, thank you guys for watching this video. And yeah, thought I'd do a random ass Blu-ray video. But as I said, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me down below what you want to see from me next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.